Hey guys, I'm Jay. I'm a transgender male, and this is my ninth week on T. And I'm here to do an update, and also I'm going to talk about feminism for trans guys. Anyway, 9 weeks. I think I've had a few changes. My voice seems to be going through a lot of ups and downs, and clearing my throat, and so on. And it's been kind of difficult this week in some ways with that. Um, On to my push-up diaries. I had to actually stop trying to do so many. I went back to doing 6 and some modified ones or something up against something. I'm just finding I'm getting some foot pain. Doesn't have anything to do with T or anything. I have plantar fasciitis, and I've also got sciatica, so those are two kind of unpleasant things that I have with my feet or legs or whatever. Anyway, so I'm going back on that. I've noticed a few little hairs on my leg, which is very exciting because actually my legs kind of completely balded, which is kind of funny, I guess, but that's what happened. And so I started noticing a little bit of hair. Now it might take a very long time for it to grow, but we'll see. Anyway, I didn't say it, but I'm kind of up on the tea. I'm on to 5% cream, which is still a pretty low dose. I'm not sure for being my age whether it's as low, because I don't have to work against estrogen. Anyway, I got a haircut. I really like it. We're talking about actually after school is out, actually not having bangs anymore. I would so love not having bangs because they go down in my face and I feel like they look like a girl. So anyway, anyway, I think that's. Oh, and the other thing, I think it's my imagination, but my facial shape seems to like it's changing a little bit, but I think it might be my imagination. But I think so. Anyway, because I think I look a little younger, and it's kind of weird. Anyway, I'm going to talk about feminism and trans guys, and to me, this is a really interesting topic. I was very, very, very active in different kind of rights, kind of civil rights. I was any kind of causes in my 20s. I was into them. I was very much a product of my generation, which I'll talk about another time. But anyway, I was very active in the women's movement, and I'm rather proud of it. And I've retained being proud of it, and happy about doing it. And but then, there are feminist guys, and my mother, after all, was a humongous fan of Alan Alda. I don't know, some of you guys might not even know who he is. But anyway, very sensitive kind of guy, and probably was active in the women's movement. Anyway, so I kind of got interested in this because I wanted to talk about it a little more because there was a discussion on an online group I'm in, and the discussion went something like this. There was a guy that got on and he said, well, he kind of forgets he's passing sometimes, and he's talking to women just like he was, like he's still presented as female, but he presents as male. And so this has caused some problems because he said things and people now take him as being a guy, so he can't quite get away with the same things. And he said something about chivalry, I think it should be, by consent. And they were all like, oh, another self-important male. Well, I got in on the discussion and I said, well, I might have to watch this because I was so active in the women's movement. And so big argument ensued about this. One guy came back on and he said, well, we should all be guys and we are men now and we don't have to worry about this stuff anymore because after all, men are men and we're chivalrous, we are strong and we don't have to put up with this and all this. So anyway, Well, I can't quite divorce myself from the past so much because, after all, if the past in my life disappeared, I would almost have not any of my life left. So, the rest of my life was important to me, and I can't just sort of let it go and say, oh, well, that didn't really exist, and now I'm this person, and, I can't do that. Anyway, but, so I don't quite understand it from my point of view anyway. And I also saw two, maybe it's 3 videos, a lot of people lately talking about this. And they were talking about how they're treated and talked to differently now that they present as male. Well, as I am still in this middle stage, I don't really look exceedingly male. And so I haven't, when I pass, I have noticed people talking differently to me when I think it's more casual or something, but I haven't noticed this increased respect and the kind of thing these guys were talking about. So I can't really comment on that, but it was just interesting that I've been thinking about this, and then I noticed all this going on at the same time, and it's just, I'm sure it was always there, and I just didn't notice it until today or whatever, or, last couple days. Anyway, well, anyway, there are a lot of experiences that I can't really talk about, um, as far as changing and, how my perceptions are going to change and so on. But I know this thing about, I think it would bother me. Being more respected, it's nice for me, but on the other hand, why wasn't this other person that I used to be getting the same kind of respect? And I think, to me, it's an issue. Like, why should our sisters have to go through this? It's not fair. So I'm kind of the opinion that maybe it's one of the reasons I'm drawn to being out and proud, because just the idea of being looked at as just another cisgender guy, and I mean, I would be looked at that way, maybe. I don't know. But, and, I don't know. It's just something I've thought about, and I can't say I lost any sleep over it or anything like that, but it does kind of concern me. Um, and I will be probably talking about this subject a lot more, I can guess. So, on that note, I'm going to end this video, and thanks very much for watching, taking the time to watch, and I'll see you next time. Bye.